Imagine standing in the middle of chaos, voices rising, tempers flaring, the weight of the world pressing down on you. Your heart races, your mind spirals, and frustration takes over. Your instincts urge you to fight back, to shout, to resist what's happening. But what if, instead of reacting, you remained calm, unshaken, like a mountain in a storm? Imagine watching the turmoil around you, yet feeling completely in control of yourself. The ancient Stoics believed that true strength lies not in controlling the world, but in mastering your mind. They lived through wars, betrayals, exile, and immense suffering, yet they maintained their composure. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, faced endless crises but still wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." No matter what happens around you, whether you're stuck in traffic, facing criticism, or dealing with life's greatest hardships, you can train your mind to stay unshaken. You can learn to remain steady while others panic, to respond instead of react, to turn obstacles into opportunities. In this video, we'll explore 3 powerful Stoic principles that will help you master your emotions and maintain composure in any situation. These aren't just ideas from ancient books. They're practical tools used by warriors, leaders, and thinkers for centuries. By the end, you'll have a mindset that can withstand anything. Let's begin. Think about the last time you lost control. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, a coworker made a rude comment, or something didn't go as planned. In that moment, frustration boiled over, and before you knew it, you reacted. Maybe with anger, anxiety, or even regret. But have you ever stopped to ask, why do we react this way? The truth is, most people don't lose composure because of the situation itself. We lose it because of our perception of the situation. The Stoics believed that events themselves are neutral. It's our interpretation that makes them seem good or bad. As Epictetus put it, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. Imagine 2 people stuck in the same traffic jam. One is furious, honking and cursing. The other is calm, listening to music, accepting the delay. The situation is identical, but their reactions are completely different. Why? Because one person sees the traffic as a personal injustice, while the other simply sees it as a fact of life. Another reason we lose composure is our illusion of control. We believe we can or should control everything. But the Stoics remind us that much of life is outside our control. We can't control other people's actions, the weather, or unexpected challenges. The only thing truly within our power is how we respond. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, who faced invasions, betrayals, and even the loss of his children. Yet he wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He understood that getting upset wouldn't change reality. So why do we lose composure? Because we let emotions rule us instead of ruling them. But the good news is, we can train ourselves to respond differently, and that's exactly what we'll explore next. Imagine standing in a sudden rainstorm. You didn't expect it, you don't have an umbrella, and now you're soaked. What do? Do you scream at the sky, curse the weather, and let frustration ruin your day? Or do you accept it, find shelter, and move on? The Stoics taught that most of our suffering comes not from events themselves, but from resisting what we cannot change. Epictetus put it simply, some things are up to us, and some things are not. Yet most people spend their lives worrying about things beyond their control. What others think of them, the economy, politics, even the past. But no amount of stress can change these things. Instead, the key to maintaining composure is directing your energy toward what you can control. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers, ruled over an empire constantly at war. He faced betrayals, plagues, and unrest. Yet he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So how do we apply this in daily life? Let's break it down. 1. Identify what's within your control. The next time you feel stressed, ask yourself, is this something I can change? If yes, act. If no, let it go. Second practice, the Stoic shift. When you catch yourself worrying, shift your focus from external problems to internal responses. 3. Train yourself daily. The Stoics used mental exercises to strengthen this mindset. One technique is journaling. At the end of each day, write down what you worried about and separate what was within your control from what was not. By mastering this principle, you'll stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable and start focusing on what truly matters. And once you do, nothing, no setback, no insult, no unexpected challenge will ever shake you again. Imagine you're walking down the street and suddenly it starts raining. One person groans, frustrated that they forgot an umbrella. Another laughs, enjoying the coolness of the raindrops. The same event, two completely different reactions. Why? Because the event itself is neutral. Only our interpretation gives it meaning. The Stoics believed that nothing is inherently good or bad, only our minds make it so. Epictetus famously said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." A delayed flight isn't bad, it's just a delayed flight. Losing a job isn't the end, it's simply a change. The meaning we attach to these events determines our emotional response. Take Marcus Aurelius, who ruled Rome during plagues, wars, and betrayals. Instead of complaining, he wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He understood that events themselves don't upset us, our judgments do. So how can we apply this? Pause before reacting. When something bad happens, stop and ask yourself, is this truly bad, or am I just labeling it that way? Reframe the situation. Instead of saying, "This is terrible," try, "This is a challenge. How can I grow from it?" Practice mental toughness. The Stoics often imagined worst-case scenarios, so they'd be mentally prepared when difficulties arose. This technique, called premeditatio malorum, helps reduce fear and anxiety. By mastering this principle, you take control of your emotions. Instead of being a prisoner of circumstances, you become the one who decides how to interpret and respond. And with this power, no situation, no insult, no setback, no unexpected change can ever shake your composure again. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, prepare, or try to control things, unexpected events will happen. A sudden job loss, a betrayal, a health issue, the death of a loved one. Many people fight against these realities, resisting them with anger, sadness, or denial. But the Stoics believed that peace comes not from resistance, but from acceptance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs." This doesn't imagine a river flowing downstream. If you resist the current, you'll exhaust yourself and get nowhere. But if you go with the flow, you can navigate more effectively. Life works the same way. The Stoics understood that hardships aren't punishments, they're part of life's natural course. Instead of asking, "Why me?" they asked, "How can I grow from this?" Here's how to practice this mindset. Replace resistance with acceptance. This is happening. How will I respond? Use negative visualization, the Stoics' memento mori, reflecting on find purpose in hardships. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. When you embrace what life gives you, good or bad, you become unshakable. The world may change around you, but inside, you remain at peace. So, what have we learned? Life is full of challenges, uncertainties, and frustrations. We can't control everything that happens, but we can control how we respond. The Stoics believed that true power comes not from changing the world around us, but from mastering ourselves. And the key to this mastery lies in 3 principles. Focus on what you can control. Stop wasting energy on things beyond your power. Redirect it to your actions, thoughts, and decisions. See events as neutral. Nothing is inherently good or bad. It's your mind that assigns meaning. Learn to see setbacks as opportunities. Accept the unavoidable. Resisting reality only leads to suffering. Embrace change, adapt, and move forward with wisdom. Think about the most composed people in history. The leaders, warriors, and thinkers who remained unshaken in the face of adversity. They weren't born that way. They trained their minds just like you can. Every moment in life is a chance to practice. The next time something frustrates you, stop, take a breath. Ask yourself, is this within my control? Am I assigning unnecessary meaning to this? Can I accept this and move forward? If you apply these Stoic principles, you won't just feel more in control. You will be in control. No more being a slave to emotions. No more letting external events dictate your peace of mind. You will become calm, unshaken, and strong, no matter what life throws at you. Thanks for watching, and remember, your mind is your kingdom. Rule it wisely.